We sat down with our next guest, who is an expert on how to connect with others and believes connection is the antidote to loneliness. That's an emotion a lot of people have been struggling with during this pandemic.
Yeah, she gives her advice in her new book. Her latest book, Share Your Stuff. I'll go first. 10 questions to ask, 10 questions to take your friendships to the next level. Take a look now at our conversation with author and podcast host Laura Tremaine. We're keeping our distance these days. We've been doing this for a while now. So loneliness and anxiety have come with that. So we need to become vulnerable and we need to share to overcome that loneliness and anxiety. Do I have that right?
That's right. So many of us are craving connection after this last year and reconnecting with friends that we haven't seen in a long time. And so we really need to put ourselves out there and just crave what we're needing, which is connection with friends right now.
Yeah, and it's hard to know how to put yourself out there these days, Laura. So you actually have some tips on how to do just that, how to connect. So what's first?
I have 3 tips. The first one is go first. We are all overwhelmed. We've all been dealing with a lot of things. We're all treading water and doing our best. Why don't you be the one to reach out and send a text, send an email? Do not wait for friendship and reconnection to just land on your doorstep. It won't. You need to go first.
That's a really good tip. Yeah. Robes, you're going to get a text from me later, okay? I'll start this. You have a tip here about patience and understanding. Now, I am taking notes on this because I am not very adept at either one of these things.
Well, my second tip is to give a lot of grace. Again, we've all been dealing with a lot of stuff. If you have a friend that kind of fell off the face of the earth in the last year, if someone hasn't been returning your texts, just give a lot of grace to your friends and what everyone's been going through, and grace for yourself as well. That's really important. If you haven't been the best friend lately, it's okay. Let's just start with a fresh slate as we're starting to reconnect and come back into a little bit of normalcy.
I love that. And just and let go of the guilt all around. Guilt tripping and then being guilty yourself. All right, what's your final tip?
My final tip is to ask specific questions. Listen, surface chit chat is not going to give you these deeper connections that you are really craving, that we all really want. You need to start with specific questions. Instead of just asking like, so how you been? Start with like, what is your greatest joy right now? Or you can keep it really fun. My mom friends and I, we have a text thread, and we just send out really fun questions like, tell us what your biggest win has been lately, or everybody show a picture from what their prom date looked like back in the day. Like, just start something really specific and then have people answer, just one at a time, have people answer, and it really will build a deeper bond than just, the surface stuff.
My husband does that at the dinner table, and our kids roll their eyes every time, but it does create good conversations. I love that. We'll try that with our friend groups too. Andrew's onto something.
Yes, it works. It really does.
All right, Laura Tremaine, thank you so much for joining us. Share your stuff. I'll go first. 10 questions to take your friendships to the next level is available now.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.